Double check. Hey, Shalom. All right. Let me check mine real quick. Yeah, we in there. All right, beautiful. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. GMS Charlotte back at you with another live camp. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, so we're going to get right into this thing. As you obviously see what's going on in the world, there's a lot of shit going on, as I always bring out. All right, we're in the season finale of Babylon, man. All right, this is it. All right, this nigga Biden is ready to cut loose. All right, what did he say yesterday? He said his patience is wearing thin. All right, because I think it's like over, what, 60, 70% of so-called Americans that don't want to get the juice. 80. You know what I mean? So people are wising up to this man's wickedness, man. And they don't want this. They don't want to get the snake piss in their body, man. All right, so we're getting ready to see great rebellion, great revolts. All right, this thing is going to get epic. See, the Lord is going to allow this thing to go with the epic closure, man. All right, we at the pinnacle. We at the climax of this movie, man. All right, so it's about to get real crazy out here, man. We just entered into the fall. All right, which winter will be right around the corner. So a lot is happening, man. This is a great time to be alive through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, man.
Prophecy is speaking.
Yeah, that's right. Prophecy is speaking. You know? You got it out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1.
Speak a little loud for me, too.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Yeah, so for everything, there's a season, man. For every time and purpose under heaven, man. All right? And we're going to get into what season we in. Go ahead.
A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Right, and see, we're in a time of what? This place, Babylon, being plucked up by the roots, man.
Yep.
All right? Yahweh Shemel Shai is plucking this place up. Go ahead.
A time to kill, and a time to heal.
Whoo! It said a time to kill. Okay? That energy is in the air, man.
Yeah, you can feel it. Niggas buying all the guns and ammo up, you know. That the people pretty much are ready to run down on the unjuiced. You know, pretty much saying they shouldn't have any liberty or freedom because they're pretty much stalling, you know, everything going back to normal.
Yeah. Because, like I was saying in the previous lesson, on the on my precepts, GMS upon precepts 2, you Jakes, okay, you're gonna be the reason why everything is being stalled. All right, it's because you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics don't want to get the snake poison. All right, you're the reason why they got to shut everything down in America. So you're going to be blamed. You're going to be outlawed. You're going to be targeted. All right. So this is that war, that battle that's being prepared against the tribes, man. You know. Read that again, out.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down.
A time to break down. Okay. This society is what? Imploding. Give me that definition real quick. All right, because Babylon is imploding and at the same time it's corroding too. You know? Matter of fact, we'll get both. Get the word definition for imploding.
Implode means to collapse or cause to collapse violently inward.
Yeah. See, it said one more time, Salakia.
Yep, it says collapse.
To collapse.
Or cause to collapse violently inward.
Yeah, to cause to collapse violently inwardly. Any more in there?
To end or fail suddenly or dramatically.
Yeah, to end or fail suddenly and dramatically. Okay, look how the Lord is taking this place out, man. Yep. So we're in the time of what? The season of what? This place breaking down.
That's right.
Remember Jeremiah 51?
Yeah, I was going to get that later.
Babylon can't be healed. There's no healing of this whore.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, the definition of corrode, it says to destroy or weaken something gradually.
To destroy, that definition of corrode means to destroy or to weaken what?
Gradually.
Weaken gradually. So Yahweh Shemel Shai is gradually tearing this place apart, little by little, man. All right, to the ultimate fall comes. You know? Go ahead, Op.
Back in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 4.
Read 3 again, Bible for
Like
sure.
verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal.
That's right.
A time to break down.
A time to break down. We're in the time of the breaking down of Babylon, the season finale, man. All right, the grand closing. All right, we're in the last episodes, man. Go ahead.
The season finale.
That's it.
And a time to dance.
And a time to dance. Go ahead.
A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together.
Mm-hmm.
A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing.
And a time to refrain from embracing. All right.
Yeah.
The division.
Yeah. It's the separation the Lord is making between his believers and the unbelievers, man. You know, the righteous versus the wicked, man.
Mm-hmm.
It says a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away,
There you go. Keep going.
a time to rend. And I want to speak on verse 6.
You got
says a time to keep. And what are you supposed to be keeping, man? Your garment, man, which is this truth. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the doctrine. We've seen a lot of people starting to lose, man.
Yep.
It says, and a time to cast away. And what's to cast away is the ways of the world, man, the ways of wickedness.
Come.
Verse 7. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in that time to speak now. Speaking out of all the wickedness, that's being done on the earth. And there's going to come a time to where the famine of the word is going to come. That's going to be a time to keep silence, man, because the men of the Lord is going to be removed off the highways and byways and off the internet soon.
That's it.
A time to love and a time to hate.
And a time to hate, man. Once again, going into what we were speaking on. That spirit is out here, man. A time to hate. Okay? That spirit is on the people.
Yeah.
You know?
Like we were saying earlier, man, you got people saying, if you don't want to, get bit by the snake, all right, then your rights should be taken from you, man. You shouldn't have any freedom. And you're seeing, certain countries, pretty much, if you're unjust, they won't let you into restaurants, they won't let you into certain venues. And we're going to see that happen in America. It's already happening in New York and California. It's going to happen worldwide soon, man.
That's it.
It says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
It said a time of war and a time of peace. We are in a time of war, man. Matter of fact, let me make an example on that. One of the brothers had posted this article. I'm just going to briefly read it, all right, just to make my point. All right, it says, put it in the screen here. Okay. It says DHS, all right, labels the questioning of the Crown 99 shots, quote, domestic violent extremists, all right? So if you oppose this agenda, all right, you're being categorized as a domestic violent extremist, man, all right? So as we just read, we are in the time of war, man, okay? You about to see a great uprising take place in the midst of Babylon, all right? Egyptian versus Egyptian, if you want to hold that on deck as well, too. But let me read a little bit of it. It says, reading on, it says, Washington, D.C., the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, recently issued a new national terrorism advisory system bulletin implying that if Americans question and challenge the Crown 99 shot mandates, they are now considered potential, quote, domestic violent extremists. You see this? It says, however, as the United States approaches the 20th anniversary of 9/11 terrorist attacks, the quote, terrorism alert does not mention Muslim extremism being a threat, and it barely mentions Al-Qaeda. It says, the Secretariat of Homeland Security made an alarming announcement creating this as the official position of the United States government under Joe Biden, all right? So there you go. That's the accuse of our brethren, man.
That's right.
Going back to Revelation 12 and 12, that great wrath, all right, is getting ready to come down, man, because he knows that his time is short. You know? You have something out?
It's from naturalnews.com.
Yep.
It says, America is a failed state, God's wrath being unleashed to take down a nation of sin. It says, I'm skipping down to the part. It says, as Biden's rigged regime is ending, so is the United States of America as a united nation. With outrageous levels of fiat currency money printing, the collapse of the rule of law, blatantly rigged elections, government enforced censorship of conservative views, media fomented racial animosity, left-wing efforts to defund the police, racist CRT indoctrination in the schools, and even a CDC doctor, a director doctor, who cannot admit that only women can get pregnant. The once great United States of America has fallen into a pathetic, laughable state of self-mockery and collapse.
It's done.
Yeah. It says God's wrath is being unleashed to take down the sinners and Satan worshipers, and we will all bear witness to this cosmic cleansing now being undertaken to sweep away the evil that currently runs the world.
Yeah. See, Yahweh Shema Shai has made Babylon that example. All right. And now it's time for this place to fall. I got something for you real quick.
Okay.
All right. This is Mark 3 and 23. And it reads, it says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? Verse 24, it says, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Yep.
You know, if you can speak if you want.
Okay.
It says, I'll read it again. Mark 3 and 24 says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Right. You got Satan casting out Satan, man. You know, like we were saying in the car, man. You got, you know, America divided on all sides, man. You know, people, like I say, we speaking of the match and unmatched. You got people, you know, ready to get Biden out of office. You know, they talking about Trump 2024. You know, it is division all throughout America, man. You know, so that a kingdom divided cannot stand, man. You know, because we know that a foundation that has to be flat, and this pretty much this foundation of America is unsturdy, man. So this place is bound to implode on itself.
That's right. That's right. You gotta speak loud. It says the volume is low for the reader.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So you got to speak loud.
I got you.
But reading that again, it says Mark 3 and 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Yep.
It says, verse 25. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Yeah.
All right.
Like we said, man, this place doesn't have a sturdy foundation. So, like I said, it's going to implode on itself, man. You know.
Yep. Verse 26. If Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. You see that? And all of America is divided within itself. So what does that mean? That's the end of this place. All right.
And you could even go on a global level because Esau divided himself amongst the world, man. You got Russia, who are Edomites, you know, coming against America and Israel, who are also Edomites.
That's right.
Know? So, as a nation, Esau is through, man. He's divided,
that's right.
Man.
That's right.
You know?
I got a quick, just to add on to that point, and I'm gonna try to move this a little closer. Let me see if I can move this a little closer. Salakia, I want to make sure you hear the brother speaking and reading. All right. But anyway, just adding on to that point, okay? It says, this is from the AP News. It says, divided America, which is Bible prophecy, which we reading here. It says, divided America. It says, Americans are more divided than ever. Gridlocked over social issues, race, gender, and the economy. It says, in this series, the Associated Press explores what divides us and how deep those divisions run. I'm going to read a little bit real quick. Okay? Has this section here, it says economy. It says, while the economic growth of the past 8 years has been felt by some, many Americans still grapple with financial uncertainty and an unsure future because people know that this economy is finished, man.
Yep.
All right? You got hyperinflation going on. The prices of goods are soaring through the roof.
You got shortages.
Yeah, they just cut off unemployment. That was like a couple days ago. So they said at least I think it's about 8 million Americans have been completely shut off from unemployment, man.
Yep.
So those $300 was it $300 a week checks or whatever it is?
Yep.
You know, basically the people that depended on the system, Esau left you out to dry, man.
Yes. That means no more stimuluses.
Yep.
No more. He said the $300 check. People gonna have to go back to work, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. It says ideology. It says climate doubters clash with believers. Bathrooms have become battlefields. Borders battle with lines. Different ideologies have created deep rifts in voting blocks, often ignoring traditional party divides. You see that? With all this madness with the nasty people, man. With the alphabet game, man.
Yep.
That's part of this place falling too.
Yep.
You know? One more. Diversity. Real quick. It says, as America's population changes, minority voters are quickly becoming the majority, and growing friction splits the more diverse society, man. You know, so this place is divided in every angle, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you even had with the dealing with the voters, man. Everybody's blaming the Democrats on why America is pretty much falling.
the liberals.
The liberals, yeah.
Yep.
And you know, with Biden pretty much being the face of the Democrats right now, all right, they're Esau. You know, the Republicans, the majority of the Republicans are Esau, but you know, they're blaming Jake for putting him in office, man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's division everywhere.
Man,
I got one for you.
what you got out?
Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, we are in spiritual Egypt today.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, the Lord is setting these Americans against these Americans. All right, go ahead.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother,
Yep.
and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, yeah. You got certain states, you got certain governments in different states that are not with this Vanessa program, man.
Yeah, Texas being one of them.
Yep.
You know, pretty much the Bible Belt, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they see that Biden is pretty much he don't know what he's doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? They're mad about how he pulled America out of was it Afghanistan.
Yep.
You know, now you got Americans over there being held hostage.
And they didn't give a damn about him.
Hell no. He pretty much told y'all to get it out the mud, man.
Yep.
You know, so they threw, man.
You leave, but here it is. You pull out of Afghanistan, you leave your American people over there, but then you allow Afghan refugees to enter into America, man.
Right.
And you got people pissed off about that, which also contributes to the division.
Repeat this though. I just got this message to my phone. It says, "We are inviting you to take a survey American questionnaire about critical issues in our state."
There you go.
Hey man, but that show you, man, this place is done, man.
It's done.
Because the Lord is destroying it from the inside out, just like how He did Rome.
Yep.
I have one more, because this division is all part of Bible prophecy.
Come.
This is Luke 12:51.
Beautiful.
It says, "Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division."
Yeah, yeah. See, this is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? He ain't coming to bring peace on the earth, man, but rather division.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3.
Yeah, you got families, you got friends that are divided over the juice,
Co-workers.
co-workers, all right? You're going to be without a job if you don't want to take this poison,
Yep.
you know?
Family members are going to stop letting you come around if you don't want to, play ball with what Esau's wanting.
Mm-hmm.
It says the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father.
Yep.
The mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother. The mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much that division coming through all states, man. Even amongst this truth, because they're going to look at us, proclaiming Yahweh Shem Yahushua as the reason why we don't want to comply with what is being forced on us, man.
Yeah.
So all this is pretty much showing that the Lord is separating His men from the rest of the world, man.
Yeah.
Well, his believers, I say that, you got sisters too. His believers from the rest of the world, man.
Right, right. And I did a lesson last night going into pretty much these religious exemptions are done.
Yeah.
There was an article that came out on NBCnews.com around September 7th, and pretty much what Esau is doing, he's trying to find loopholes and ways to get around your so-called religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Which we already knew. Okay, this was no surprise anyway. All right, we knew eventually that he was going to find a way to bypass so-called religious exemptions, man.
Yeah.
So it was just basically buying out time.
Because he, in
know?
the article, he had said that pretty much he knows that a lot of these people that's running to get those religious exemptions is bogus.
Yeah.
They don't go to church. They don't believe in God like they say they do, but they're doing that to pretty much bypass the mandate, man. So they're just going to wipe that out altogether, man.
Exactly. And they also said that it was going to challenge, those mandates are going to challenge everybody's belief, man.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, your faith is going to have to most definitely kick in these days, man, because our faith is all we got, man.
That's right.
You're going to have to stand strong on what you believe in, man. And when I'm talking about the believers in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
That's right.
All right, because war has been waged against us.
Mm-hmm.
What you got out?
Jeremiah 51 and verse 7.
Khan.
It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
That's right.
That made all the earth drunken.
Mm-hmm.
The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah. Babylon has made all the earth drunken, man, with their wines, wicked philosophies, false doctrines, idolatry, Satanism, okay, the nasty people agenda, you know, all these things, democracy, foreign policy, okay, this is how they have made the whole world intoxicated with sin, man.
And this is why you're seeing a lot of these different countries having all these protests, man. Because these people, all of these different countries, they see what their governments are doing. How their rights are being taken from them. It's only here in America where you people are pacified to where you don't realize what's being done to you. This nigga is literally taking your freedom from you, and you don't even know it, man.
That's right.
Your so-called freedom you never had to begin with.
Come.
It says, verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain.
Yep.
If so be, she may be healed.
As we just read, if she could be healed, she would be healed, but Babylon cannot be healed. And I saw in the comment section this brother Fear Yahweh 144, he said the rent crisis too. The moratorium, man. So you got like what, over 30 million people that's gonna be homeless or something like that. You know, that can't keep up with their mortgages, their rents. You know, they cut off the unemployment, all these things that Egypt, all these products of Egypt that our people depended on, man.
That's right.
But now it's led to your shame and confusion, you know, because now these people don't have a clue on what they're gonna do, man.
That's right.
That's why we're gonna see the crime increase. We're gonna see more theft, robberies, murders. All right, we're gonna see total anarchy consume Babylon, man.
That's right.
You know. Con, the water. Any more in there?
Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
That's right.
It says, forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country.
That's right.
For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
That's right, man. Her judgment have reached unto the heavens. It have even lifted up to the skies, man. So it's a wrap. It's a wrap on this place, man.
That's right.
You know, but you got certain of our people that's still trying to hang on. All right, still trying to hang on to this so-called American dream, because that's exactly what it is. It's a dream that's getting ready to fly away, man.
That's right.
And you people about to get smacked in the face with a cold reality check, man. You know? Can you get 2 Ezra 15 chapter? Yep. Just talking about the division that's coming? Because it's going to get ugly out here, man. Whether you believe that or not, you know? Start at 14.
2 Ezra 15 and 14.
Matter of fact, start at the top, read down to 7, and jump down to 14.
Right. 2 Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
This is what we're doing. We speaking into the ears of our people the words of prophecy. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, the testimony of Yahweh Shah is what? The spirit of prophecy. Okay? Go ahead.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are fearful. It's like they are faithful and true.
So by now you should be able to see that the words of the Lord are faithful and true. All right? The Lord is not a power that he should lie.
That's right.
Everything that's going on in the news around the world, around the clock daily, all right, is straight out of the scriptures, man.
That's right.
So if you denying that, you just a demon. Go ahead.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right. So that's why we always say, you not believing in the scriptures, that's insignificant, man.
Right.
That don't hold no weight. Prophecy is still coming to pass, Romans 3 and 3.
That's right.
For what is something to not believe, man? Prophecy still coming to pass. The end of Babylon is still upon you.
Yeah, I did a lesson earlier this week or last week. Pretty much going into the willful ignorance is going to get a lot of you niggas killed out here.
That's
man.
right. That's
because
right.
Like you said, you can see it, but what it is they don't want to accept it.
Come.
You know, because they want to continue to live a life of comfort. But as you continue to try to deny it, man, the Lord is taking away that comfort little by little, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Swat with me so you get close to the camera. I'll speak loud.
Kind. It says,
I'm gonna move you closer too.
Yeah, kind.
Hold it, bear with me 1 second. So make sure everything is heard.
All right, verse 4. It says, for the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yep, read it again.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 4. For the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yep, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. That's plain. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
You can speak, brother.
Yeah, and this is the different things the Lord is doing to bring down America, man. This whole pandemic That's the plague that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing, just like how he brought throughout Egypt, man. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yeah, that's we are at that point.
You can see it.
Judgment has been lifted up to the heavens. It has reached the skies.
That's right.
You know, read that again.
2nd Ezra 15:6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Hey, this world, the planet Earth is filthy, man. It's defiled. It's wicked, man.
Yep.
Wickedness consumes this world, man. Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
See, and this is where we at right now. It said that their hurtful works are fulfilled. So now it's time for the Lord to bring the sword, man. All right? They have fulfilled their lot of wickedness, and now the Lord is bringing this place down.
Yeah, as I wrote, as I read from that natural news article, man, the Lord is punishing Babylon for the wickedness that's being done here, man.
Come.
You know, it says, therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more. Oh, you said verse 7.
Jump down. Yep.
Verse 14.
Come.
It says, woe to the world that and them that dwell therein.
That's right.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, man. All right? If you in the spirit, you can see all of this coming, man. Esau's getting ready to roll with what? His troops, his martial law. He's getting ready to shut this thing down again. You, Jakes, are getting ready to be blamed for the whole Crown 99 crisis.
Yep.
It's your fault that we didn't reach herd immunity. Nobody wanted to get the juice. So it's you the reason why the schools had to get shut down. You the reason why I lost my job.
Yep.
All right? The narrative is already set up, man.
And then they're gonna come after your beliefs as being the reason, because they're gonna use the Israelites as being the reason why you got people refusing to play ball, pretty much.
That's right.
It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another,
Yep.
and swords in their hands. There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
That's right.
It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, so that's basically rebellion, man. All right? You got Edomites all over TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all these social media platforms talking about that there needs to be an uprising, man, that the government has failed them.
Yeah.
All right? These Republican Edomites, that's all about the Constitution and all of that. They ready to raise hell.
That's right.
All right? So you're getting ready to see read that again?
Yep. 2nd Ezra 15:16. For there shall be a sedition among men, and invading one another.
Yep.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
And that's the point we at right now. They should not regard their kings nor princes. They're not going to obey authority. Okay? You got these militia groups, these different patriotic movements, so-called, all right, that are popping up. So they ready to take matters in their own hands.
And you saw the beginning of that when Trump was in office, man. The Capitol building insurrection, they would say.
Yeah.
But that was the beginning of people pretty much, that was set up though, but people are beginning to rebel against the government. Just like you're seeing all over the world, man. But Americans are slowly starting to wake up that their government is failing them, man.
That's why they want to so-called take America back.
Right. That's why Esau is going and taking all your guns, man. He has these different false flags, these people getting shot. All these different things he's doing is pretty much to set you up for failure, man.
That's it.
Finish it out. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, so they're going to take, look, people about to lose it. They losing it now. So it said the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. So, people are getting ready to go out and like, these Edomites, they heavily armed. They're ready to just roll out, go down to these Capitol buildings, go to the mayor's office, pull up on some politician, and raise hell, man.
That's right.
Like
you said, the Bible Belt being the main ones, because they're, especially Texas being a major example, because them down there, they say F the mask, they say F your jab, and they're saying F the chip, man. So they're pretty much anti-government to the point to where it was rumors saying that they was one to what's that word where they want to break away from the rest of the United States, like
siege? No.
I forgot the term, Salakia, but pretty much they're ready to break away and become their own nation, pretty much, man.
Yep.
Because they see what America's doing, man.
Yep. Get Ecclesiastes back in Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 12. Get that real quick, and I want you to read it in the NLT.
I got you.
Bible
I'll get it
shot.
It said,
Ecclesiastes,
9.
Old Testament, yep, chapter 9, verse 12. You know?
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time,
Yep.
as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it follows suddenly upon them.
See that? So the sons of men are snared in the evil time. We're in that evil time that suddenly fell upon these people out here, man.
That's right.
Read it again in the NOT.
It says, people can never predict when hard times might come.
Whew.
Like fish in a net or birds in a trap, people are caught by sudden tragedy.
Yeah, so people are caught by sudden tragedy.
Man,
This is what's happening in America. America is caught in a sudden tragedy, man. All right, because the elites, they use this juice to pretty much bring the end of Babylon, man.
I forgot the dude that said it, but he pretty much was saying that they never let a good crisis go to waste, man.
That's right.
You know,
And they damn sure ain't doing that.
they taking full advantage of this, man. 'Cause this was exactly what they needed to pretty much usher in the NWO, man.
That's it. Hey, you had the prime minister in Australia. Brothers did videos on that. All right, she pretty much said it on national television. This is the new world order. She said it out of her mouth, man. So everything that you're seeing happening over here in America, this is the preparation of it. All right, we are in those beginning stages.
That's right.
Let me get this, okay? Because as we just read in that Ecclesiastes 9 and 12, that matter of fact, read it one more time. I'll get a precept.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. You want the regular?
Yeah, you get a regular comment.
It says 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time,
Yep.
as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time
Yep.
when it falleth suddenly upon them.
When it falleth suddenly upon them, man. These people are snared in an evil time that has fell suddenly upon them. You see? Let me get this. Ephesians 5 and 15. And it reads, it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Okay? It says, verse 17, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is. You see that? So you got to be redeeming the time.
That's right.
You got to understand through the spirit what time you living in right now, man. We living in a time of great evil. Okay? Lockdowns, food shortages, famine, martial law. Okay? You being deemed a domestic threat. Okay? These are truly evil times we in right now, man. You know? You got something?
I'm trying to find this quote. Here you go.
Come. And I'm going to bring out this article once you get that.
This is from Dennis Henley. It says, world events do not occur by accident.
That's right.
They are made to happen, whether it is to do with national issues or commerce.
Come.
And most of them are staged and managed by those who hold the purse strings, which is pretty much talking about the elites, man. Like we're saying, man, these damn bankers, man, they're using different things that they're pretty much maneuvering through the earth with to bring in their agendas, man. And they're using pretty much Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci as the main two faces in America to pretty much tell you, you know, how things are going to be going forward, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. I got a quick article just adding on to the point that the days we living in are evil. All right. This is from let me pull it out real quick. This is from CNBC.com. All right. It says food is getting more expensive. It says food is getting more expensive in the U.S. and it's not just due to the Crown 99. It says the Biden administration said Wednesday it plans to quote take bold action to enforce antitrust laws aimed at meatpacking companies. It says are causing beef, pork, and poultry prices to rise at the grocery store. Even though beef prices have been rising, farmers and ranchers have been making less money. The White House said, and what they're not telling you is that they're forcing these farmers to burn off their crops, to euthanize their animals, man.
That's right.
And it's been coming out on social media that basically the Fed is passing them checks to get rid of their farms.
And then the ones that don't want to do it, you know, Esau's having drones fly over their farms to pretty much make sure that they're doing it for real.
It says, and see, this man is the wicked. It says climate change, labor issues, Transportation concerns. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You got these truckers out here.
Yeah.
These truckers don't want to take the juice.
Yep.
So they're protesting now, man. Meaning they're saying, look, we're not going to take the supplies to the grocery stores, man. So that's also going to play a role into this famine. All right.
And to add to that point too, you have on the shipyard when the stuff comes off the boat, Esau's telling them just to let it sit.
Yep.
Don't even put it on the truck, man. You know.
It says climate change, labor issues, transportation concerns, and other supply chain disruptions have been contributing to the rising costs over the past several years. It says the pandemic disruptions then sped up the rate of growth in prices. Reading a little bit more, it says these price increases have significant consequences for the most vulnerable Americans. The United States Department of Agriculture reported Wednesday that 13.8 million households were considered food insecure in 2020. All right, so people don't know where they're gonna get their next meal from. You know. Let's read on. Last point right here. It says the Biden administration last month increased assistance for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, previously known as food stamps. The benefits were increased by more than 25%. So what he did is he added more money on the food stamp cards, man. Which is the point. It's like, where are they getting all this money from?
Pumping it into the economy,
they're just pumping it in the economy, man. This is how you know that this economy is on its way out, man. Going back to what we read earlier about that financial insecurity that these people have in this place, man. You know?
That's one for you. This is Zephaniah 1:10.
Yep.
And that shall come to pass, say of the Lord, there shall be a noise of the cry from it shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate.
Yeah.
And a howling from the second.
The fish gate going into like the stock market, all right, these major businesses, you know?
Woo. It says, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the from the hills. I want to get to the NLT. It says, on that day, say of the Lord, a cry of alarm will come from the fish gate and echo throughout the new quarter of the city, and a great crash will sound from the hills. And that's pretty much the economy crashing, man. You know, that's why you having, you know, these damn economists pretty much telling the people to take all their money out the bank to invest in gold and silver.
Yep.
Because they see that the petrodollar is pretty much on its way out. You know, these other countries are pretty much turned to their own forms of currency.
Yep.
And pretty much ready to come against America.
Yep.
You know, so this economy, you know, that's why they're pumping all this fiat currency into the economy, because they want it to fail, man. They want it to crash, man.
Yep.
This bubble can only get so big before it bursts, man.
Oh man, matter of fact, that's the spirit you said there. Let me get that. I'm gonna add on to what the brother said. Like he said, this bubble can only get so big before it bursts. Let's get that. This is Isaiah. Okay, bear with me one moment. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 13. Matter of fact, get that for me, Isaiah 30 and 13, and get it in the NLT. Just to add, that's the spirit to add on what you said.
Isaiah 30 and 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant.
Right, because you got the Federal Reserve that's just pumping money, man. Just dumping money into the economy, which is causing all of this hyperinflation.
That's right.
Right, to the point where it's just going to crash and burn. Now read that.
Calamity, it's NLT. Calamity will come upon you suddenly, like a bulging wall that bursts and falls. In an instant, it will collapse and come crashing down.
Yep, you see that? In an instant, it will collapse and it will come suddenly crashing down. That's what's getting ready to happen to this place. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter.
Yep.
Okay? This place is laden with what? That thick clay. All right? Which goes into that innumerable amount of debt that this place is in.
God.
Okay? I believe it's over $220 trillion of debt, man. There is no way that this place can come back from that, man.
Let's get it real quick.
You got it out.
Debt clock.
You know? America owes all these nations money. You know? Come on, man.
It is... What's that, billion? 28 billion?
Bro, I can't even count that.
You can see it for yourself. I don't know how to...
you know?
It's either billion or trillion. I can't remember.
It's trillion.
Yeah, so 28 trillion. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah,
it's a lie. This is not even accurate.
It's not even accurate.
You know?
You know, other sources out there tell you it's like 220 trillion plus
Man.
and counting, man.
By the second.
Come on, man.
There's no way that this country will be able to pay all that off, man. You know, because the debt is climbing each second that passes. It's more and more money that is being owed, man.
Yeah.
You're being born into debt that you'll never be able to pay off, man.
Come on, man. What you got? You got something? If not, get Isaiah 14.
Yeah.
Let's get into that. Okay? Because these nations out here, okay, they see that America is vulnerable now. Okay? Basically, America is open for the taking, man. So this is how we know that some big event is due to take place in Babylon, man. Like it tells you in Isaiah. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Isaiah 47 and verse 1. And it reads, it says, come down and sit in the dust. That dust represents confusion.
That's right.
And being in the lower state, being brought low. Isaiah 47 and 1, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That's America, man. It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne. Meaning you have been dethroned.
Yeah.
You out of rulership.
Yeah. You know you come out of power when you got other nations already plotting on your downfall so they can take the throne, man.
Come on, man.
You know?
And that's all in the news.
Yeah.
You know, there's an article that came out today, I want to say about 10 hours ago. It said it's basically, has Babylon lost its power like ancient Rome?
It has. Because America is literally going down the same path that Rome did, man. You know, the way the economy in Rome, you know, went, America's doing the same steps, you know. The way the divide, the moral decline, everything that made Rome fall, you're seeing happen to America.
That's it. It says there is no throne, meaning no authority, no power. It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Okay? So this place is about to get invaded, man. It's about to see a major war, man.
Yeah, America go get its cherry pop.
Verse 2, it says, take the millstones and grind mill, uncover the locks, all right, meaning expose this place. And that's what the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shah are doing. Okay, this place is being exposed, it's being made an example. And like the Elder Yashawamba said, hey, we the only leaders that's really speaking on what's going on right now, man.
For real.
These other camps ain't speaking on these prophecies, what's happening to this place. You know? It says, uncover thy lots, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, man. So this place is being exposed, it's being called out. You know, it's being made that horrible example like it tells you in Nahum, the 3rd chapter. You know? So you go back to that Isaiah 14. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. Start at 4.
This is Isaiah 14 and 4. It says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Man.
And say, how have the oppressor ceased?
Yeah. How has the mighty man ceased? Taking up that taunting proverb against Babylon. This place is being mocked.
Yep.
We just read that. America, Babylon is the mockery of the world right now, man.
And like I said, you go back to Trump. Because Trump was really the beginning of that on a worldwide scale, because you had, during the debate, you had other nations making parody videos laughing at them, man. You know? And then you got Biden now, this nigga falling asleep on camera, you know, going in front of the camera speaking, and then forgetting what he's talking about mid-sentence, man. You know? So this place is a running joke, man.
Yeah.
It's a shit show. It says,
matter of fact, get real quick, grab Nahum, because I mentioned that. Get Nahum 3, read verses 4 through 7, and jump down to 19.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot,
Yep.
the mistress of witchcraft.
Yep, that's Babylon. That could be applied to Babylon. All right. Now we know that this is in this chapter is dealing with Nineveh, but America is spiritually Nineveh, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms. All right. All those wines and philosophies.
Yep.
All right. Those doctrines and idol worship, ideologies, all of that, man. All manners of wickedness. Go ahead.
And families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord.
That's right.
Of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Yeah. See, the Lord is pulling that skirt up on this whore. You know, box all in the air, man. Go ahead.
It says, thy skirts will be upon thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness. That's why, as we were going into, this place is that laughing stock now. It's that mockery. All right, they see that this place is open to be taken now, man. Okay, go ahead.
And the nation and the kingdoms thy shame,
Yep,
and I will cast abominable filth upon thee,
yep.
and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
And will set thee as a gazing stock, man. Going back to America being made a horrible example right now, man.
In the NLT, it says, I will cover you with filth and show the world how vile you really are.
Ooh, come on, man.
Everybody sees that, man. You see that you are a hypocritical nation, man.
Yep.
You know, you don't care for your people. You know how you shit on your citizens, man. You know, especially the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. So you're being exposed on an all-time high.
Yeah. You got transformers in the schools teaching kids. All right, you got all these weirdos in your cabinet.
Yep.
These board members. You know, it's a joke, man.
Yeah, you got transformers on your front line, your military. So your military is being mocked as well, man.
Women in the military. You know.
Yeah, you just made the decree that women got signed for the draft now. You know, so hey, they're through out here, man.
Basically, these nations are licking their chops right now, man.
They're ready.
They ready to take this place, man.
That's why Russia was pretty much provoking you. Hey, go mess with Iran so we can come in and destroy y'all, man.
Come.
It says, verse 7, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, you said, stop it.
You can read 7, go ahead.
It says, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters from thee? For thee?
Yeah, so nobody's gonna feel sorry for you.
Nope.
You know, nobody's gonna feel sorry for your destruction, man. All right. As you read Revelation 18th chapter, it goes into how basically the nations are gonna rejoice. Isaiah the 14th chapter, same thing.
Revelation 17 and 18. You know, your own allies are gonna come against you, man. So you literally you're by yourself, man.
God.
You know.
Jump down to 19.
This is Nahum 3 and 19. There is no healing of thy bruise.
There is no healing of thy bruise. This place is wounded. Okay? You know?
Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee.
Man.
For upon whom have thy wickedness passed continually.
It said that basically these nations that hear the news of your destruction, it said they're going to clap their hands over thee. You know? Read it in the NLT. Make it clear.
There is no healing for your wound. Your injury is fatal, which I was thinking that in my head too. It says your injury is fatal. All who hear your destruction will clap their hands for joy. Where can any be found who has not suffered from your continual cruelty?
Ooh, man. Come on, man. Who hasn't suffered from the cruelty of Babylon, man?
And you see that because all the nations that don't have a central bank, all the ones that have central bank, their economy pretty much was crippled by them.
Yep.
But the ones that don't want to play ball and resist the central banks, man, they're sanctioned. He messes their money. He messes with their money, their trades. You know, he pretty much makes them fail, so that they come to them pretty much asking for a bailout, man.
Yep.
So the whole world has suffered under the hand of this devil, man. Because did he not refer to himself as the hammer?
Yep.
You know,
hammer of the nations. You know, go back to the Isaiah 14 and 4.
Isaiah 14 and 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Yep. The king of Babylon. Who is that? Esau, Edom. Go ahead.
It says, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Yeah, this place is corroded. It's done. We just read the definition of imploding, man. This place is literally breaking down from the inside, man. You know? Give me Proverbs, real quick, Proverbs 11 and 10. You know, just adding on to the point.
Proverbs 11 and 10. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting.
Ooh, man. So it's shouting in joy. We just read it, how these nations are going to clap their hands at the news of their fall, man. You know, how that oppressor has ceased. Go ahead.
It says, by the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked.
Yep, that's it. You know, go back to the Isaiah 14 and 5.
Yep. Isaiah 14 and 5. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Yeah, so the power is done, man. All right, this is what these nations know. Okay, that's why it's all over the. All you got to do is check out alternative media, man.
That's it.
Okay, where you get the real news, man. Okay, these nations see that. Basically, they see blood in the water, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that have ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth.
Yeah, there you go, man. This man, it says he smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. All right, he didn't stop. You know, he's like it tells you in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. You know, he is as death and hell. Okay, he cannot be satisfied, man. He's caused terror all around the world, man.
And look how he's doing the jab, man. You know, he's continuously prolonging this pandemic, man. You know, he told you if you get jabbed up, then you'll go back, you'll have your freedom back. And then now he's telling you gotta get a shot every so often. Booster shot. Now he's saying you gotta take 2 pills along with the booster, man. You know, so it's never ending.
Yeah,
you know?
Hey, you had the video that came out, I guess today or yesterday. I forgot the chick, like the that's on the panel. I forgot her name. You know, the Edomite woman that basically speaks for Biden.
Oh, I don't remember her name, yeah.
Somebody in the audience asked her about, well, what about what Biden said before about, you know, that he wouldn't mandate this thing, and you know what she did? She ran off the stage. She packed her stuff up and walked right off the stage, man. So like the brother was saying, this is a hypocritical nation, man. You know?
I got something real quick. Because at the end of the day, man, these devils are being found out. This is Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth.
And that's exactly what she did. As soon as that question came up, she was out of there, man.
But the righteous are bold as a lion.
That's it, man. And that's why we out here declaring the truth out of the scriptures, man. The words of prophecy.
Yep.
All right, we are in Bible prophecy times, man. Okay, go ahead.
Jumping back, Isaiah 14. You want to read 7?
Yeah, we're gonna read down.
Okay. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen in the kingdom, man. You know, when wickedness and evil is taken down.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Yeah, Esau's that fella, that tree cutter, man. Because the nations, the people are likened unto trees.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Esau's that fella that's been cutting down these nations, man. Go ahead.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Yeah, that hell represents Esau falling out of his power.
Yep.
Falling out of his rulership, like we read in Isaiah 47. There is no throne. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. You know.
It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Mm-hmm.
It stirreth up the dead for thee.
The dead represent the heathen nations. Okay? And the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is stirring up these nations to go to war.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Even all the chief ones of the earth,
Yep.
it have rained up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Yeah, because we getting ready to we're in the time of what? World War III, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Iran has their nuclear program. They said they could have those missiles by next week.
Wow.
You know, they'll be completed. They'll have the ICBM missiles ready by next week. You see?
Wrapping up.
Come on.
It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Yeah, you see, that's the point.
Yeah.
So now the nations see you, like we said, there's blood in the water now. Now they see you, they're like, whoa, have you become weak as us now?
Mm-hmm.
Now they see that the playing ground is level.
Yep.
You know?
The big bad bully is being brought down.
Come on.
Art thou become like unto us?
Yep.
I had a precept to add to that.
You got it?
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder?
Yeah, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder? All right? Did not former FBI agent, was CIA, I believe, Wesley Clark.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's his name. He said that America was the hammer of the earth.
Right.
You know?
Says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yeah, yes. Look how the Lord is doing this.
How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
There you go.
It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. And so the Lord is breaking this place down, man, because of the sins that have reached up into the heavens, man. All right, your wickedness has pretty much started to run over, man. So the Lord is beginning to bring judgment for what you have been doing to the earth, man. Specifically what he's been doing to the Lord's people. You know?
Yep.
Jumping back, this is Isaiah 14, and stopped at verse 11.
Yeah. See, like the scriptures say, the Lord requireth with past.
That which is past.
That
Yeah.
which is past. You know, they like to say, let bygones be bygones. You know, forget about what happened. Now the Lord requires everything that happened in the past.
Right.
You know.
Because you don't do that. Hey, we gotta hear about 9/11 every single year. You know, you have talk about Pearl Harbor. You know, all these different war movies of what you've done. You know, so when it's time for you to pay back for what you've done. You know, and you're gonna have to see that, man. You're gonna have to eat that, man.
Yep.
Verse 11, it says, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave."
That pride.
Isaiah 14:11, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee."
Yeah, the worms cover thee. All right. Watch that right there. Big ass hand. Read that again for me, Salakia.
It says, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of the vows. Thy worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee."
Yeah, the worms cover thee, man. Worms come when things decompose.
Yep.
All right. When you in the ground, your body decomposes, and that's what's happening to this place. The worms are covering this place in the spirit. All right, which goes into what? Corrosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you decompose it.
gradually breaking down.
Yeah.
You see?
"How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?"
Yeah, Lucifer, the king of Babylon, man. Esau, Edom. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you light bearers, man.
Come
Hey,
on.
you see the Lord is slowly taking that from you, man. You know, you so-called Illuminati, man.
Yep, elites.
It says, "O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Yep.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Which is the tribes, the 12 tribes. Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north."
Yes, because Esau is still ruling over Jake today
Mm-hmm.
in North America.
Yep.
Go ahead.
"I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit."
Yeah, you exalted yourself as God, but the Lord is showing you that you're just a mortal man,
That's right.
and He's bringing you down and your system.
Yeah. He has you in a trick bag because you think that because he's allowing you to establish your NWO that he's with whatever your plans are, man. But at the end of the day, he's only doing this so he can show his power when he takes you out, man.
That's it.
It says, verse 14, "I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit."
That's it. Keep going. Read down to 20. Read down to 20.
I will, verse 15, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?"
Yeah. You see, and that's what these nations say. Is this the man that rocked the world? You know, that conquered nations, that made the earth to tremble, that oppressed the people. You know.
That did shake kingdoms,
Yep.
that made the world as a wilderness.
That made the world as a wasteness, man.
Man,
This man has destroyed the earth, man. Do you see that the ocean is defiled? Animals, marine life is beaching themselves. The air is destroyed. Chemtrails, toxic chemicals, forever chemicals in your drinking water.
yeah.
You eating out of plastic.
Hey, you breathing
know?
in toxins, man. They have that thing where I forgot what the word is, like Magellan's or whatever. But when you like swish around wine in your mouth, and you spit it out, you can see the nanoparticles moving around in the shit that you spit out.
Come on,
you know?
man. This man has defiled the earth, man. Go ahead.
It said that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Yeah. And it's not a coincidence that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics make up the majority of the prison population. You know,
Hey, we're prisoners 2 times.
that's it.
You know,
Because Babylon is a prison.
yeah.
You know.
They you're just like Egypt, man. You're the pharaoh. That
Oh shit! You got it out.
spider.
Nah, it was a big ass.
Oh, it says that made the world as a wickedness, and destroyed the cities that opened the house of the prisoners.
Gone.
All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his house.
That's right.
But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch,
That's right.
and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit. as a carcass trodden under feet.
Yep.
Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people.
Yeah, this man has destroyed this land, and he's destroyed the people in it. Eating GMO foods, like we said, the air is polluted. He don't give a damn about these people. Don't the scriptures say that an unwise king destroyed his people?
I had that precept. I'll get it real quick.
So this man has to go. You know?
Sirach 10:3, off of what you just read. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, this man is destroying everything and everybody, man. That's why in Matthew, the 24th chapter, the Lord had to shorten these days for the elect's sake, because if he didn't, no flesh would be saved, man.
That's right.
So this man is completely out of control, and that's why the Lord has to take him out, man.
That's right.
You know, that's why he's going to come conquer this man in his system with the divine heavenly forces, man. Yahweh Shai and the host of angels, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I read over. This is Isaiah 14:20. Thou shalt not be buried, like thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people.
Yeah.
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
That's it.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, because these Edomites today, they got to pay for the iniquity of their forefathers, man.
Which through the Spirit is them coming back in the reincarnation.
That's it.
You know, it says that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with their cities. So the Lord is going recompense you damn Edomites for all the atrocities that you've done since the inception of America, man.
Yep.
You know, because this land was founded off of the bloodshed and rape and robbery of the Israelites, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. It says, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. He's going to completely wipe away any remnant of Esau's rulership, man. You know, so all his memorials of where he tried to establish himself throughout the whole world is going to be done away with when the Lord comes back and takes down these different kingdoms, man.
God, I got a precept on that. All right, because as you can see, you sincere listeners out there, you can see that it's all going downhill from here.
That's right.
All right. There is no coming back. There is no healing this place. None of that.
That's
all right. This is Job 20:5.
Mm-hmm.
It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and this man knows that he has what? But a short time.
That's right.
The triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Though his excellency mount unto the heavens, going into his pride, him being high-minded, putting himself up as the Most High.
Yep.
Yet it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach up to the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? It says, they which have seen him shall say, where is he? Verse 8, it says, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. He shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Verse 9, it says, the eye which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. So like the brother was saying, man, there ain't gonna be no more monuments. It ain't gonna be where this is where DC was at. Mm-hmm. This is where the Statue of Liberty was at. It ain't gonna be none of that, man. Okay, and that shows you the anger that the Lord has against this place, man, which he hasn't forgotten.
Yeah.
You know? Doesn't it tell you, Revelation 18, to render unto Babylon double for her works? You know?
That's why the Lord, when he brings those ICBM nuclear missiles, man, he's going to overkill this place, man.
God,
you know?
Right.
And it's overdue because, man, this place is stemming from wickedness, man. Like I said, man, this place was established off a wicked sacrifice, so the Lord's going to bring it out on a righteous sacrifice, man.
Yeah,
Edomites are going to be the main ingredients for that sacrifice, man.
Yeah. This place was established off pedophilia, sex trade,
witchcraft,
sorcery, you know, all manners of wickedness. The alphabet crew.
Anything you can think of wicked. This place thrives in, man.
Nothing but left hand, man.
Yeah, man.
So the Lord is going to take the right hand to destroy it.
That's right.
You know?
Do it in.
That's it.
You know?
You got anything you want to add on, or you want to touch on yours, or you want to save it? How you want to do it? It's all in the spirit of what you want to do. You know, because that's the point.
Yeah. Well, we can end it because it's kind of game.
Come. I got you. Well, yeah, man. Hey, the season finale of Babylon is here, man. All right, we watching this place slowly but surely go down, man.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
you know,
I got something. Because at the end of the day, man, we're witnessing the fall of this place, man.
Yep,
you know?
that's right. No, you got it, brother. Yep. We at that point, man.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 8.
Beautiful.
Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof,
Mm-hmm.
and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
You got it, bro.
And so pretty much, like I said, this is we're witnessing the fall of Babylon. So this is a good thing for the believers in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we understand that when this place goes out, what's going to happen? As it tells you in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth after. So it's better is the end of a thing because we're seeing the end of Esau, the end of wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
The last house on the left, man. You know, it said in the beginning, we're seeing the beginning of the nation of Israel. That's why we're seeing Israelites all throughout the four corners of the earth wake up, you know, pretty much reclaim their heritage and call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the third temple being built. So, and you're gonna see it happen spiritually, but then physically it's gonna happen when these other nations, starting with Esau, build up our kingdom, man. You know?
Yeah, because the kingdom of heaven is being ushered in.
That's right.
And the kingdom of heaven starts with the Lord's men.
That's right.
I'm gonna get that too real quick. This is Luke 17. Luke 17 and verse 21, and it reads, Luke 17:21. It says, "Neither shall they say, Lo, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you."
That's right.
You see that? So the kingdom of heaven starts with the Lord's men. All right, that have the full knowledge and sound doctrine of His word, man. Okay,
right.
that's
Yeah.
it, man.
So at the end of the day, man, hey, you can't do nothing but just watch the Lord play this thing out, man.
Mhm.
Because there's no way you can stop the fall of this place, man. Like
Yeah.
you said, man, the Lord already had this script written from the beginning, man. You know, so we just have to watch it play out. Which I'll get this real
Yeah,
quick.
get that.
Isaiah 46 and 10,
Yep, that's it.
declaring the end from the beginning.
Yeah, this was already declared since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
All right, we're actually in the time of witnessing it, this happening.
And this is like you spoke about earlier about, you know, our faith pretty much, you know, pretty much having to stand, pretty much stand in our faith in days, because we already know the end of the story. The Lord gave us the whole script. So now you gotta just believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna provide what He said He was gonna do for us, man.
Yeah.
So it says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So it's the Lord's pleasure to bring out Babylon in a glorious fashion, man. You know, so we just have to sit and let the Lord, you know, do what He do, man.
Yep.
And you know, Lord willing, we stay faithful until the end. All right, He gonna provide His pleasure, which is to protect and you know, bringing the kingdom of heaven through His men.
That's right.
You know,
That's it. We watching Yahweh Shem Yahushua do His mighty and glorious work.
that's right.
You know. But yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. You had anything?
That was it.
Yeah. So hey, Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying to you, sincere listeners out there. All right, we're gonna close it out by saying,
Call
Call
Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kakwadash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David that's pushing His word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.